WLKY, this is breaking news.
We're continuing to follow breaking news out of Frankfort, where two Kentucky State University students were shot on campus this afternoon. One is dead, the other is still in critical condition. And tonight, a suspect is behind bars. Jamie Mays has been following the situation as it's unfolded. Jamie, what's the latest?
Vicki, people I spoke with today are shaken. One student spoke to me about the moment he heard those shots ring out while he was inside of one of these buildings behind me. Many people I spoke to say they're just hoping for answers as to what led up to this shooting. On Tuesday afternoon, chaos unfolded at Kentucky State University after students heard gunfire erupt on campus.
Once it happened, you in shock, because we just thinking oh, we got to get out the way.
Frankfort police received a call about a shooting on the south side of campus near the Young Hall dormitory. Here's audio from police dispatch.
They got an active shooter at the Young building. I think they've got him detained.
Two KSU students were shot and rushed to the hospital. One of the victims died and the other was critically injured. Scott Tracy, assistant chief of the Frankfort Police Department, says they believe this is an isolated incident and there are no other safety concerns.
We understand how unsettling incidents like this can be for students, parents, and our community. But please know that the safety of our residents and our campus partners remains our top priority.
When officers got to the scene, Jacob Lee Bard had already been taken into custody by campus police. Police say Bard was not a student on campus. Kentucky State University's president says he's heartbroken by what happened.
Indeed, it was a senseless tragedy. We're mourning the loss of one of our students.
They say law enforcement and campus officials will continue to work together during this investigation to provide answers to the families who were impacted and the community.
As a parent, I cannot imagine receiving the call I placed today to the parents. Our students need prayers. Kentucky State University need prayers.
And Bard is booked at the Franklin County Regional Jail on murder and assault charges. KSU says they are suspending all classes, final exams, and campus activities for the remainder of the week. Reporting live, I'm Jamie Mays, WLKY News.
Thanks, Jamie. Kentucky State was founded in 1886 as one of two historically black colleges and universities in Kentucky. Simmons College of Kentucky here in Louisville is the other. Kentucky State has about 2,200 students with 450 faculty and staff members. We have more coverage of this shooting online at WLKY.com. There you can watch the full news conference with the Frankfort Police Department, along with the latest updates from officials. Two chances for impact weather this week, with rain moving into our region tonight and snow later in the week. Let's check in with Jay for a first look at the forecast. Jay?
Yeah, Vicki, exactly right. This is on the heels of what turned out to be a pretty nice day, too. Now, here's the latest radar. Nothing around the viewing area. The moisture is starting to increase off to the west-northwest. Not yet reaching the ground, but it will a little bit later on tonight. Watch the futurecast. Right around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, early tomorrow morning, here come those rain chances, and those rain chances will run fairly high through your Wednesday morning commute, so allow extra time to get to your destinations. The cold front will pass through mid-portions of the day. Once it does, I think much of the rain will get a kick off towards the east, but those temperatures will start to drop off as well. And by tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, we could be seeing a couple of flurries, nothing more than that. That'll be the first wave of impact weather in the form of rain, as those temperatures will be well above freezing and in the 40s for much of tomorrow, then turning slightly colder as we move towards tomorrow evening. Now, that second wave of impact weather in here Thursday overnight, early Friday. Vicki, this one has the potential to bring us some light accumulating snow. Right now, it looks like that band has the potential to set up across the northern 2/3 of the WLKY viewing area. Much more on this coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Jay. A Jefferson County grand jury indicts a woman accused of killing her son and dumping his body in southern Indiana. Deshaun Anderson faces murder, manslaughter, criminal abuse, and abuse of a corpse charges. In April of 2022, police found 5-year-old Cairo Jordan in a suitcase in a wooded area of Washington County, Indiana. According to a probable cause affidavit, Anderson killed Jordan at a house in Louisville before she dumped his body in Indiana. Anderson was set to stand trial in Washington County next month, but the case has been dismissed there and will now be prosecuted here in Jefferson County. An Elizabethtown couple answers to charges that they killed a man when they threw him off a second-floor balcony. Sean and Nancy Durbin appeared in court today from the Hardin County Jail. Police say the couple threw Bobby Pennington from their apartment last month. The 62-year-old died from his injuries 4 days later. The Durbins will be back in court next month. An Oldham County woman is accused of being drunk when she hit a police officer during Light Up LaGrange. Joanna Fernandez is facing several charges, including assault of a police officer. This video, courtesy of Virtual Rail Fan, shows the moment police say she hit the officer. It happened while he was directing traffic at the annual holiday event Saturday night, and the suspect kept driving. Court records show a nearby officer stopped her car after seeing her side mirror cracked. Police say Hernandez had a strong odor of alcohol but refused field sobriety tests. The officer hurt is believed to have ligament damage to his shoulder and arm. Tonight, residents in St. Matthews made their voices heard about a recent uptick in car break-ins. St. Matthews City Council hosted a meeting this evening where neighbors were invited to voice their concerns. Police say car break-ins are a citywide problem, but they've recently seen a dramatic increase in St. Matthews. Now they're taking steps to mitigate the issue and say they're making progress.
During the times that we feel this is happening most, we're looking at our crime reports and doing some analytics on that, and we've come up with some times where we're actually running details to hope to curb this, and it seems to be working so far. You know, at this point, it seems like that has dropped, and the fact that we're not having as many or even getting the reports of that incident.
So far, St. Matthews police say they've made at least 4 arrests related to these break-ins, most of them juveniles. They say if you see anything suspicious, to not confront anyone, but immediately call 911. Do you know where your children are? It's a question used as a public service announcement for parents on television for decades, including here in Louisville. And now it's coming back. The PSA ran nationally from the 1960s to the 1990s. Commonwealth's attorney Jarena Weathers, in collaboration with WLKY, is reviving the campaign here in Louisville. It features notable locals like Weathers, LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey, and community activist Christopher Truex, who say the message is not meant to shame parents.
We applaud you for the love you give to these kids. But at the end of the day, we all need reminders. I need a reminder. Everybody needs a reminder. Campaign is about safe and healthy kids, and it's the right thing to do, and it's the right awareness to bring to parents and guardians. Simple as that.
The PSA will begin airing across the Louisville area starting Monday. A major electronics manufacturer is investing millions in a new facility in Louisville. Foxconn Technology builds products for companies like Apple and Sony. The company is building its first production operation in the U.S., creating 100 local engineering and production jobs. The $173 million facility is on Randy Coe Lane in southwest Jefferson County. We're told they chose Louisville for its strong infrastructure and location in a major logistics corridor.
That means cutting-edge technology, resilient supply chains, and a model for how American manufacturing can thrive in an ever-changing world. Foxconn's investment will bring good-paying jobs, new training and career pathways, and long-term economic growth for Louisville families.
Foxconn is expected to start operation in mid-2026. Metro government is starting the process of rezoning at the Givaudan Plan in Clifton. Today, the Metro Council Planning and Zoning Committee announced a resolution in a 4-3 vote. It gives the Planning Commission the authority to review whether the property on Payne Street should no longer be used for industrial purposes. Andrew Owens says constituents have expressed safety concerns since last November's deadly explosion. But council members worry about government changing zoning for properties it does not own.
In this case, because of what I would call the unicorn type of nature of what has happened historically at this location, I think it's proper that we try to address this.
If we downzone a property which affects the land value of a private citizen, right, in this case a company, but whether it's a company or an individual is irrelevant, then we open ourselves up to a potential lawsuit because we have taken value without due process.
Givaudan has already announced it will not rebuild the plant. Bullitt County residents voiced their opinions tonight on the design of a stretch of Highway 44. The busy corner from Bardstown Road to the Spencer County line will soon be widened. KYTC is looking at either putting in 6 roundabouts along the road or adding a middle turning lane. Tonight, a public meeting was held so people could see all of their options, talk with transportation officials, and make their voices heard.
Roundabouts, I've seen them in Indiana. I've brought ones quite a few of them. They're good. Something different. Just a matter of people have to learn how to drive. Once they learn how to drive, we'll be okay.
We've lived where they kind of help the traffic flow a lot better. But, I mean, if they want to go turning lanes would be better than what we've got right now.
If you were not able to make it to the meeting tonight, there is an online survey available until January 12th. We have a link on our website. Louisville drivers are seeing traffic changes as part of the Reimagine 9th Street project. Those traveling from downtown into West Louisville will notice flashing stop signs instead of traditional stoplights. The impacted intersections start at 13th Street, Muhammad Ali Boulevard, and Chestnut Street. They're being converted to two-way traffic. Officials say the project hopes to bridge the divide in West Louisville while creating safer roads. The two-way conversion is expected to be complete next summer. The project will not be done, all of it, until 2028.